137 to 114. Welcome to a live CK podcast live show from the Golden One Center. As you can see, it's a smile on my face because I guaranteed the Kings to cover the minus 4.5 today. I explained why in the video, so if you guys took the advice, y'all made some money. You never bet against the 70%ers, man. You go on the other side. And not just because of that, but obviously there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. But on a night where the narrative was huge, it was the return of Tyrese Haliburton. The last 3 games, 40 assists, no turnovers. And they were laying 4.5 points to the Pacers. What did you think was going to happen? Everybody was going to bet Tyrese and the Pacers. Everybody. And that's what happened. Over 70% of the bets went that way. And on top of the Kings being a better team than the Pacers, there's no way in hell that Las Vegas lays 4.5 on the Kings, especially with a 3-game losing streak. So everything, all these variables ultimately came down to my decision on taking the Kings minus 4.5. There's a lot of variables, a lot of reasons why I did that. I thought Tyrese would play a lot better. Obviously, I didn't expect a really bad game like this, but I thought he would be cooking, and then the Pacers would lose by more than 10. I mean, I said that on multiple occasions. It'd be more than 10. My God, it was 137, 114. It was an ass whooping tonight. I mean, just straight up. It was good to see Buddy Hield. Obviously, that's my guy, man. Had a nice little conversation with them in the tunnel. And I was shocked. That the fans booed him, and I feel like the leading three-pointer in your organization's history deserved more respect, but at the end of the day, it helped him, get off his game. So good for the fans. The only thing I would say was I would have appreciated the consistency and for the fans to boo Tyrese Haliburton, especially because of all the things that led up to this game. I understand he loves Sacramento. He's been very vocal about that. But it would have been nice for the fans to be consistent tonight. And I said that on Twitter. I said that on Instagram. Like, if y'all going to boo one guy, you should boo the other guy as well. So those are my thoughts. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. The link, if you guys want to join the conversation right now, and I can put you on the screen, the link is in the description. It's pinned. Just click that link on Ecamm, and I can bring you into the show right now. So, yeah, man, make sure you guys like that, babe. Only 9 points. Yes, sir. Only 9 points tonight. Let's look at those. What was he? He was minus 24, 4 of 13, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, 10 assists. Man, 4 rebounds. That's crazy. Buddy Hield ended up having, the best game out of all the starters. He was at minus 7 for the game, 6 of 13, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. After he realized that the 3-ball wasn't going in, he started to attack the Kings in the paint. That was very smart of him, and it worked. It got him going, and then he hit 3 3-pointers after he missed like the first 4, I think. So that was a heads-up play from him, and ultimately, though, the Kings blowing them out like this was just fun. This arena was rocking. I kid you guys not. It was trembling. Like, it was so much fun in that second half, man. Damn. And then, we'll address the whole De'Aaron Fox thing on Twitter, and I'm kind of irritated about how people are perceiving him and how they think he's injured, or he's not injured, or he's regressing. And I've been very vocal about that, and I'm sure we'll touch on that in a little bit. But, a huge shout out to Harrison Barnes, 22 points tonight. He was a plus 30 for the game in 26 minutes, 6 of 9. As Coach Brown said, sometimes when everybody's so rattled up and they're fired up, you have a guy like Harrison Barnes that can literally calm them down, put them in good positions. Harrison Barnes, the stats are out there. When he has bad games, the Kings aren't very successful. When he has good games, Kings are very good, and tonight was one of his better games, man. He was extremely efficient, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, 6 of 9 for the game, plus 30. He was really good tonight. He was really good tonight. What are people saying? Only 9 points, so I guess the buddy boost strategy works. Light the beam. Fox had the dog mentality, that ruthless attitude. Turnovers for Hallie. Anybody know if Fox is injured or just getting pulled at the 7-minute mark? What's up with Keegan? Let me see. Okay, so the link. So wait on that, Tyson. I'm going to let some people join the conversation first, but the link is right there for you guys. Keegan Murray, I thought, had a bounce-back game as well. He talked about wanting this game for a guy like Sabonis, who was involved in that trade. We can listen to what he said. I'm sending that link to my guy Ace. Let's listen to what he had to say, though. After this game, let me see. Here we go.
Tonight, because they seem to be getting better and better every single game.
Yeah, it was cool, especially since we wanted to do it for Domas and those guys. So it was cool to see them show out, and it got really loud, especially in the second half. So it was really cool to see.
What's going through your mind? You get that dunk, and you're going back to the bench, and it's almost like your teammates want you to loosen up a little bit, to smile, have fun. Just what was that moment like for you, and how much amusement do you get out of your teammates trying to bring that joy to your face?
Yeah, they always try to get an expression out of me. As he tried to show me to jump or something. So it was. They're all good guys. So it's cool just to be around them, especially as a rookie. I feel lucky to have those guys by my side. So.
Good stuff there by Keegan Murray, saying he's very lucky to have these teammates that support him, that are always trying to make him laugh and just have a good time and get some emotion out of him. Let's look at 50 Cent Light the Beam. That was pretty funny, actually. So there was Malik Monk and 50 Cent lighting that beam. It was a good time tonight. And we'll get to that De'Aaron Fox one-on-one against, it was really two of them. One of them, they gifted Tyrese, where Fox took it to his chest and they called it an offensive foul. It was clearly not an offensive foul. But, we'll let him slide there. And then when Fox finally got him again on him, and I think, who was it? Was it Mezzi? Whoever it was, they were going to set a screen, and he's like, and he just called it off nah, I've been waiting for this. So one-on-one on an island in isolation, De'Aaron Fox just showed off his incredible footwork, and it was nice. Let's take a look at that. It was real nice. Where is it? Right here. Oh, my God. Shimmy sham. Boom. That was gross. Look at that. Crossover back to right to left. And then the fadeaway, bro. And Fox knew it, too. He said, oh, my God. That is a highlight. He had Tyrese dancing. He took him to tango tonight. That was gross, bro. Why you had to do him like that, man? That was gross. Holy smokes, that was gross. JJ Redick in shambles right now. Facts. That came from Brandon. Mentu was doing well in Doma style role as a backup. He was doing well tonight. Again, I always try to keep it very objective, and try to shed light to the reality of the situation. Mezzi's not a center, especially defensively. He was fine tonight because, as I've always said, Miles Turner's soft, and I forget who else they had playing backup tonight, but what's his name? Jackson. No, not Jackson. It was Jackson, I think. And he's, again, when you're playing that type of center, you'll be fine, but you run into issues when Mezzi plays against other bigger guys, and you guys saw it last game. 11 offensive rebounds. Like he gets lost a lot defensively, and I'm glad he had a good game today, right? He had 8 rebounds, which I think was a season high, 8 points. He was huge for them in terms of creating that separation in the first half. Like, I give him a lot of props. But one game is not enough for me to say he is a very good backup for this team. Like, he's not the long-term answer. He's a guy that you stash right now and you play him, but he's not, a 5. He's a 4. He's a stretch 4 who can play in the pick and roll, be a lob threat for you, very agile, very skilled, but he's not a 5, especially not defensively. He can play the 5 offensively, but he's not a 5 defensively. There's just no way in hell, man. There's no way in hell. I really like the fact that when Opala came in that first half, he provided that verticality for this team, that versatility for this team. And you saw it right away, right, where Mezzi typically plays with Lyles, who, again, Lyles is solid. I guess he's been solid for the Kings offensively. But defensively, a lot slower. You bring a guy like KZ who can contest, who can slide with anybody, really. Obviously, Booker put out like 50 again, I think, tonight. So people want to use that as an example. I'm like, okay, well, Booker was going to score on anybody, not just KZ. Like, he was scoring on everybody. He was scoring on Davion. He was torching Davion. Davion made life tough on him, but he was still scoring on him. So let's not get carried away. And KZ should be playing. This team lacks that defensive versatility, and he's providing that for them right now, right? Again, Metsu was a plus 21 tonight. Best game of the year, without question. Rashawn Holmes played 7 minutes towards the end of the game. Davion Mitchell, 20 minutes tonight, 3 of 6. He's pushing the ball very quickly down the floor, so that's good. But when you put him in the half court, and we've seen it countless times, when you put him in the half court in the pick and roll, he struggles to see over the defender, and he's not instinctively good with the slip pass like a De'Aaron Fox, like a Malik Monk, even a Kevin Huerter, and even a Sabonis. So that's where he gets in trouble. So for me is, if you have him as your secondary playmaker with the live dribble, that's good. But at this point, we kind of all realize who the true backup point guard is. And, that's Malik, especially in the half court, because once you give him the ball, he's going to play make for somebody. Malik had 6 assists tonight. He's just a better passer. He's just a better playmaker overall. I'm curious to see what the analytics say about him right now and what his grades are. I think that's a separate video in itself, but Malik has been spectacular this year in this type of role where Mike Brown has allowed him to be a playmaker, right? He talked about that last game. He said he's always had this in his game. It's still up for debate because he made a lot of bonehead plays in Charlotte. He had some bonehead plays in L.A., but, take his word for it. He's always been extremely talented. It wasn't a question. That was never the question with him. Right, it was the fact that he needed to be more consistent, even with his jump shot. His consistency with his jumper got better every single year. What up, Niner Joe? Metu is still a defensive liability, but the only lob threat on the squad. Rashawn's a lob threat. Again, I still believe they should play him, and Mike Brown needs to put him in a position to where he regains his confidence, man. Long term, if you get 80% of that version of Rashawn from 2 years ago, it's going to be beneficial for this team moving forward, especially if you're going to trade him. Right now, he has no trade value. So you have to try and highlight him and help him, because we've seen him be a top 10 shot blocker in the NBA. Mezzi never going to be that, because that's not his game. Like, we can't force guys to be something that they're not. And that's been the biggest mistake that this organization has done for such a long time, is they try to put guys in the wrong situations and then they expect them to succeed. It's like, oh, why are they failing? I wonder why. He's not a center, okay? He's a power forward with the ability to play center on offense. But if you play center on offense, you got to guard the other guy too. And guess what? He's gone torched all season long. So when people say, oh, Keegan can play the 3, I'm like, okay, well, he has to guard 3s. He's able to play the 2 on offense. Okay, that's fine. It means he has to guard 2s, and he's not fast enough right now. So that's how I see it. Whatever you play, you got to be able to guard, period. Red Velvet came down to earth. Yeah, he did. But he's still a very viable shooter. I mean, he was 2 of 9 tonight, 14 points. He was 2 of 6 tonight, plus 25 for the game, 13 points, 5 rebounds. That was Keegan. Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it almost feels like he's lost his legs. You know, like he was so hot, and tonight he had 2 air balls. So I don't think that's going to continue. I think he's just going through a little mental, barrier of fatigue. And it helps when Malik Monk has been so hot. You know what I mean? Like, that luxury that the Kings have never had is 2 viable starting quality guards. Like, they have that now. Mike Brown talked about Malik Monk being 6th man of the year, or getting some recognition for that. That's a fact. Like, this guy deserves 6-man talk. Malik Monk has been exceptional this season. Besides his rough start, he has never looked back. Like, he has really embraced his role. 20 minutes, 20 points tonight, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. That's solid, man. Yeah, he gets lost defensively at times off the ball, but on the ball, he's not bad either. He's just a freak athlete. And all of his ambidextrous finishes to the rim, the way he attacks the rim relentlessly, like, you got to love that, man. He's been a joy to watch this year, which is why I thought he would have started, but I think this role makes a lot more sense for him. And, again, it comes down to how you maximize your players. Mike Brown's doing a good job with him. So, yes, obviously, Sabonis, 23 minutes tonight, 11 points, 10 rebounds, double-double, 7 assists, almost triple-double. It was light work. The referees took him out of the game with foul trouble. It gets to the point where these NBA rules got to change, because if you win a challenge, you should get a second challenge. And if you win that challenge, you usually get a third challenge. Like, that's how it should be. And if you obviously lose it, you don't get one no more, and you lose a timeout. So you penalize them for losing, but you penalize them for winning too. That makes no sense to me. So that needs to change ASAP. Again, solid game from Sabonis. He definitely wanted this one pretty bad. And like Keegan said, like, they pretty much did it for him. And then we can get to the whole 50 Cent thing right now, but I thought it was funny. Like, I really did. Let me see. The advice that 50 gave him.
And what area have you progressed in throughout the course of those games?
Yeah, I know that every game's not going to be the same. At the end of the day, I just want to win. So I don't care if I have 0 points or have 20 points, as long as we win the games. And that's all that matters to me. So I just try and do all the little things that I can to try and help us win.
Keegan, what were you hearing from your brother about his 30-20 game?
Yeah, that was something. But I mean, he had 20 rebounds. My career high is 21 rebounds.
Wow.
He had 31 points. My career high is 37 points. So he hasn't quite reached me yet.
Today at shoot around, it looked like 50 came over and said something to you. Did you have a good time with that?
Yeah, he's a good dude. He was just kind of giving me stuff about not showing expressions when I make shots. So, no, he's a good dude, lightened the mood a lot leading up to the game. So it was cool to have him there tonight.
So he lightened up the mood. He loved to hear that. I want to hear what Sabonis had to say as well after the game.
It was fun, we kind of lost there three in a row, so we had to figure out game 4, and it happened to be the Pacers, and, it was fun to come out there. Lots of emotions. Everybody played good, It's fun playing one of these games that you can rest in the fourth quarter, so I'm glad we won.
He rested for sure. I mean, it was just a blowout. Like the Indiana Pacers ran out of timeouts. That's how bad it got for them. And then we got okay. So let's get to De'Aaron Fox, right? They're giving him MVP chants, and all we've heard on Twitter is, "Oh, he's regressing. Oh my gosh." And I'm just like, bro, relax, right? And I was talking about this because he played 6 minutes in the first quarter. And he saw like 11 seconds to end that quarter. I don't count. So he saw 6 minutes in the first quarter. And I said that. I said, quote, "Now Fox is out again. How is he supposed to get rhythm? He's not playing well. I get it. But it's Mike's job to put him in a good position to regain that confidence again. This is your star player, not a role player." Obviously, people were chanting it and were commenting, Charlie, he's going to show up in the full fours, yada, yada. He's staggering Fox and Sabonis. Big facts. Fox is in that I'm checked out mode right now. So it's those comments, right? It's or he's hurt. Let me see. Give me a sec here. Give me one. Okay, so we got the first call of the game. Ace, can you hear me? Ace, you're on, bro. Unmute yourself. Oh, we just dropped him. So, I was saying Fox was fine. Looks like his lower body's uncomfortable. Tweak something. This guy, Pat Fenna, said he's been bad for a while now. Not sure if he's hurt or just regressed back to what he really is. So when I see that, I'm like, what's a wow? Like, he literally just won Player of the Week. And again, I have to understand that sometimes when you're on the couch tweeting shit, like, you're gonna say some stupid things, right? And he said, "Oh, ever since then, bad for a week. That's a long time for a star." And then the other guy said, "Well, Fox is not a star. He's a star in Sacramento. Let him make an all-star team or make the playoffs before we tag him as a star." And there's some validity to that. I can't really argue that, but I mean, I can argue that he's a star now. I mean, he's playing like one. And the last 3 games are not an indictment of him not being a star when the entire season he's been exceptional. So we go back to the game, right? So let's go back to these tweets. And then I said, "Oh, wow, you put him back in and he scores. Come on, man. This isn't rocket science. Fox isn't a liability on defense anymore. No reason he shouldn't be playing big minutes." Obviously, Charlie, he says, "Seems something's fishy. I'm not a conspiracy type of person, but dude isn't smiling anymore. I don't know if it's his agency or him." Obviously, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I just feel like Mike is really keen on his rotations the way he wants them. But something about that comes down to when you're not playing well, the worst thing you can do to a basketball player on any level, be AAU, be high school, college, especially the NBA, if you don't have rhythm down, if your timing's not down, you're going to struggle. If your confidence is not there, you're going to struggle. Just look at Rashawn Holmes. He came into the game just lost. Your body gets cold, especially if you're dealing with an injury, which, again, people are saying, "Oh, Mike's just protecting him." I'm like, okay, well, if he's protecting him, right? And I tweeted this, when this guy says he's protecting him, I said, if that's the case, come out and say that De'Aaron Fox is injured. Because right now, a lot of fans are saying he's regressing or he's going back to what he was, which I don't know what that means because what he was is he's been a 25-point scorer for a while now. So kind of clarify on that. Let me see. I think we got JB back. We got Ace on. Ace, can you hear me?
What's up, bro? My
What's
bad.
up, bro? All good, all good. What are your thoughts on the game tonight?
Great win tonight. Great win. I didn't think we would win by this much, but the fact that they showed up and we didn't have to play our starters typical starter minutes was a good sign, especially against a top 5 pace team. A team that I thought led by one of the best point guards in the league.
So talk about your star point guard, man. What'd you think about his game tonight, Mr. Tyrese Haliburton?
I thought you was gonna say the year.
Because apparently, you a bigger Tyrese fan than a Fox fan.
I'm a bigger King fan than either one.
There you go. I love hearing that one.
Here you go, cousin. Yeah, I'm a bigger King fan than either one because I'm gonna stay faithful whether either one is on the team. But Tyrese had an off night. I think because he just had 24 and 12. You know, I got you the DM last night.
Okay. He had 40 assists in the last 3 games. I know.
Turnovers.
No turnovers.
Tyrese is a star. Like,
You think he's a star?
Not a superstar. He's a star. He's gonna be a great asset to a team, the Indiana Pacers, or if they don't sign him and somebody else decides to give him a max. I guarantee he gets a max. I guarantee Tyrese continues to flourish. We don't see 20 and 10 point guards at 6'5" grow off trees every day. I think Tyrese is he's a unique talent in the league, and he's somebody to be respected. I don't think that he's a bad player. He had an off night tonight, whether that was off night guarding him or the minutes that we seen Fox playing. Because I think Fox played 25 or 23 minutes tonight. I seen your tweet. I don't know if Fox is hurt right now or whatever the case is, but Fox put up a good amount of points and a good production in the time that he played. Sabonis had 11 and 10?
Yep. Double in limited minutes.
Right. But which isn't fantastic as I wouldn't say like that was great. But like you said, in limited minutes he put up a good game. I like the assist that I seen, him running the ball with
He had 7 assists, so damn near a triple-double.
Yeah, I like the assist. He was definitely playmaking tonight.
They called some whack fouls on him where you had to use up a challenge, and again, they're penalizing the Kings for winning these challenges as opposed to giving them like a second challenge.
The NBA needs to do what the NFL does and allow,
Facts.
if you win, you get to keep that. And either you get to keep that or it doesn't count as a timeout. Because we know how Mike Brown uses his timeout.
Right. Well, man, I appreciate you calling in, brother. Let's hoop sometime soon, man.
Nah, yeah. I'm over here getting dinner. Well, not dinner. Late night snacks for my daughter ready. She needs some French fries.
There you go.
Definitely wanted to chime in and see how the show going, bro.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.
All right.
Be good. That was Ace there. Good call. First call again. The lines are open. I can copy the link in the description right now. And you guys click on that and join the live conversation there. We have a lot of DMs on Instagram. We have a lot of comments on Instagram. Someone said this one felt so good after all the shit talking the national media did after the trade. Yeah, it felt good. It felt good, no doubt. And going back to the whole De'Aaron Fox thing, right? And I said, if that's the case, come out and say it, because a lot of fans are saying that he's regressing or that he's going back to whatever that is. And I'm just like, like, you got to let him play. Like, you can't be just subbing him out every 5 minutes, man. Like, you can't build no confidence that way. Give me 1 second, Tyson. Give me 1 sec, Tyson. I want to end the show with you, Tyson, so kind of let somebody else talk for a few minutes. Just give me 1 second. If anybody else wants to call in right now. Let me see. Tyrese is in the Stone Cold Killer type. Okay. What's up, Tyson?
What's up? What's up?
What's up with your Stone Cold Killer point guard, man? 40 assists. No.
And if you saw my last comment, he got turned over twice tonight. But
Oh, there you go.
Off night, so.
And he didn't even play the fourth quarter, I think.
No, and did you see the way Davion was just in that? Oh my.
Exactly, and as I tweeted out, I said, it's funny how Fox takes on the challenge of trying to guard these, upper echelon point guards, and then they want no business with him. Like, they don't want to take on that challenge.
No, that's an easy blow by.
And we saw it tonight. We saw it on the first one where he got called for an offensive foul. We knew that wasn't an offensive foul. It was if anything, it was an and one. They called an offensive foul. And then when he got him for the second time on that switch, and somebody was about to come and give him a screen, he's like, "Please wave it off." His eyes blew up, and he already knew what he wanted to do, bro. That was gross. I mean, that's
filthy.
That was filthy, bro. Oh my gosh. But what was your biggest takeaway tonight?
I thought it was the Kings' defense and transition points. Best defensive game, like Mike Brown said. They turned them over 16 times for 21 points, for 28 fast break points, got out and ran. I mean, had some just open steals that led to just dunk after dunk. I thought it was the defense and fast break for sure.
That's true. That's true. What did you think about fans chanting MVP after all the scrutinizing that he's been receiving?
I guess that's just Sacramento for you.
It really is. That's Sacramento. That's Sacramento in a nutshell.
You gotta stick to something, bro. Like,
you got to.
just when you're just that.
I mean, I told this to Lobo, right, where he went 360 from saying, "Oh, Mike Brown got to play Fox more," and within those 40 minutes, he changed it up real fast and said, "Well, Tyrese is better." And that came after they won the game against the Lakers, right? So I said, "Bro, I'm not trying to get canceled and like say some like crazy thing, but I said, bro, you're incredibly emotional. Like you need some help with that because you swip swap like Judas, like how Judas sold Jesus for like coins. Like if things are going well, you love it. If they don't, then you're just out here just slandering people's names. Like I'm not cool with that. I mean, I'll be honest. Like I don't like that type of fanatism.
Yeah, that's some clown.
It is, and like I'm not trying to be mean because like he's a long listener of the show, but at the same time it's like, bro, we don't need that negative energy like on a day-to-day, like on a game-to-game basis. Like this is an 82 game season. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and that's what I told him today. And then he tried to victimize himself and like play these games. I'm like, bro, like you literally like you're so up and down about everything. You're wishy-washy about all your takes. Like, just be consistent. That's it. Like, if you think Fox is trash, say it. But don't be like, oh, my God, he's a star today. And tomorrow, oh, my God, Tyrese is better. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and you can see it in the stats. I mean, Tyrese's off night is 1,000 times worse than Fox's off night. So I don't know what you're talking about.
And, I guaranteed that 4.5. That happened. I don't know if you saw 50 light the beam today. That was pretty funny. and then we had to need more cowbell to end the game. So that was so it was a good night, man. It was a good night. Besides the fact that Mexico lost tonight or today, that one hurt. They were a goal away and just couldn't get it done, man. It's just one of those things. But Team USA Saturday, man, I'm excited for it, man.
Yeah, gotta root for the country.
Buddy Hield, I had a conversation with him, I think, before the second time when he came out to shoot and his teammates were giving him shit for it because, I mean, that was literally his second time shooting out there and you're supposed to get one. But, it was nice to catch up with him. And what did you think about the whole booing him and not booing Tyrese? Because I felt like for someone that actually did more than Tyrese for this organization, I felt that was disrespectful.
Exactly. I thought they were gonna boo both from the start.
They should have.
Because of like the whole antics and like, I mean, it was only a matter of time before Buddy was out the door. But yeah, for a guy who literally like broke a record and like was one of your more durable guys ever.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty petty.
It definitely got him off his game in the beginning. And it's funny because he ended up having the best game out of all the Pacers. But it definitely affected him. And I just felt
believe he missed those first.
Right. But I thought that the Kings Kings fans should have been consistent with the whole like booing with Tyrese and like try and get him off to a bad start. But in essence, it was kind of like he actually got off to a good start. But then like once the game settled down, like we saw what the Kings did to him just overall. I think he hit 1 3-pointer tonight. Let me see. Yes, he was 1 of 6. He was 1 of 6 tonight. He was 1 of 6 tonight. 4 boards, 4-13 from the field. A whopping minus 24.
Oh, you talking about Tyrese?
Yeah. So.
He was clamped.
Yeah, he was. He was. I thought I love what I saw from Mathurin tonight. 22 points. He's a big kid. He's big.
Haunting.
He's big. He's physical. He's skilled, man. That guy's a scorer, and they got Duarte still injured. Like they got something brewing over there for sure. Like I like what they're doing.
That is a real slasher right there.
Like I wouldn't mind trading for Duarte if obviously it's not if it's like they're for sure going with Mathurin, but like Duarte, older type of guy, but I mean
that's a better Terrence Davis right there.
I think so when he's healthy. I mean he's skilled.
He's for sure better than
Terrence
Davis. That's not even a question.
Yeah, like he's nice. He's nice. Harrison Barnes, right? Big time game. What did you think about him tonight?
Just Mr. Steady himself. The way he gets himself going, it seems like when he gets to the foul line. Took 10 free throws tonight. I mean, he just timely draws fouls. Like, and then he has those reverse layups that he hits. Like, and he plays well off Sabonis, so.
Yeah, let's watch some of these highlights then. Kind of, let me see where we're at. Here we go. Here we go. These highlights, this whole show is presented by Medici Sacramento. So shout out to Danny. I know Mark Jones today gave Medici a shout out on the telecast. Did you catch that?
I did not, but I think I've seen him walk in there, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a big fan. He's a big fan for sure. Danny texted me saying that he did, but obviously I was here, so I mean I couldn't screen grab it. But on this first one, Buddy Hield, he dropped a dime. I mean the fans are booing him every time he touched that ball. But he got that. I think that was an exit screen there. If you go back, so he did a good job today in attacking the rim, though. So good for Buddy there. Yeah, I think the Kings just lost him. Neesmith. Is that Neesmith?
No, that was Jalen Smith.
Oh, that was Jalen Smith. That's right. Can't tell. It's kind of blurry. One of the few times. Well, Fox got beat a lot today. I felt like he wasn't as engaged defensively, but great cut there. Just opens up HB for a 3. The Kings just played their game, man. Like they were just hitting on all cylinders tonight.
Yep.
What a pass. My God.
He had like 5 of those passes tonight that were just, oh my word.
Exactly. That was real nice. De'Aaron Fox, assist. That's my whole point. Like, we see De'Aaron attack, get his people involved, and then we see on Twitter, like, oh, he's struggling. And you're just like, what do you want him to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's...
He had 4 assists in the 6 minutes he was out there.
Right. So all these inconsistencies and, like, all these narratives, again, like, they said, oh, don't worry about his image. I'm like, well, yeah, because this team will go as far as Fox takes them. So, yeah, I'm going to worry about what people are saying about him because, let's be honest, it's been unfair the last 3 games besides tonight. Even in the beginning, they were talking shit. But, like, like the Kings would go as far as Fox takes them, period.
No doubt.
Here we go, buddy. Attacking them. Keegan got to take better angles, man. I know he was solid in the beginning of the year, but as of late, he's been struggling.
Laterally, he's a little...
That was nice. See Tyrese. Flip swap. Ba-bam.
That was his only one tonight.
That was the only one, yep. Great pass there. He missed the bunny. Sabonis being Tyrese, essentially. Jeez. That's your 6'11" point guard. Tyrese once again. Missing. Jesus. What a finish, though. Shout out to Harrison Barnes, bro. Harrison had a hell of a game.
He had like 3 of those reverse layups.
Oh, that was nice. He got batted by KZ. Kevin airballed twice. Your thoughts on that? What's going on with your boy Kevin, bro?
You made a point about his legs. He was short a lot tonight.
Right there.
Front rim every single time. Like, yeah.
Right there.
Either that or front rim. And I'm not worried. I mean, those are wide open.
Jesus.
Monk on the fast break is just unfair.
Yeah, he's really good. Buzzer beater. Bam.
Held him to 20 in that quarter, 17 if you don't
see. That's good ball movement. That's good ball movement there. I like Tyrese gets a lot of he always gets that last pass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn, Metu was a monster tonight. He had some timely rebounds, you know?
And TD had some timely threes.
That was nuts. TD was nuts. TD was nuts tonight. Like the Pacers, man, I feel like their schedule has been sort of easy this year. And they're just not that good. Like they're not that good.
Yet.
Like they're not that good, bro. Like let's be honest. Like they're like a playing game, or like as I said, by February when they trade Miles Turner, they gonna be in the Wemby sweepstakes. Yeah, like Buddy, like get Buddy out of there, get Miles out of there.
First round pick from both.
Yeah, that's simple. Bam. Sabonis just dropping dimes. That's gross. Harrison Barnes, player of the game or not?
That is. Why not? I mean, that's just. Oof.
Why not, bro? That was just gross.
I was mad that he didn't take that three right there. I was like, he didn't shoot that?
And then you saw that dime, and I'm like, that's why I'm so hesitant. Like, yeah, I would trade him, but when he plays well, the Kings are so good, man. And that's what I'm saying, where I would give up so much for a guy like OG, a younger version of him, a better defensive version of him. But the Kings need that consistency from that position every night, and they'll be solid. But it's so hard to get every night. Like, Harrison's not going to give you that every night. And we've seen it. When you go on losing streaks, he don't give you that every night.
No.
So, final thoughts, man. Next game is what, Saturday?
Saturday on the road.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Early game, too?
That to me is not a must win, but like you have to beat them without their guys. You have to beat them.
Right. Well, appreciate you, Tyson. I'm gonna end the show in a little bit. Appreciate you as always, big dog. We'll talk in a little bit.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. What a night. What a night. Saturday going to be a fun day for sports, man. Team USA, 10 a.m. The Netherlands. Can we beat them? Yes, we can. And after we beat them, we going to face either the winner of Argentina or Australia. We know it's going to be Argentina, but hey, can you imagine if Australia beats them and you're going to have Australia against the U.S. in a quarterfinal? Whoever wins goes to a semifinal against Brazil. That's going to be nuts. I hope Australia beats Argentina. I don't think they will, but the U.S. gotta climb down, man. I mean, the Netherlands or Holland, I mean, there's different names that you can go by them, but the Netherlands, man, they're physical, they're fast, they're defensive-minded. The U.S. got to play Gio Reyna, Greg Berhalter, please, man. Put whatever bullshit ego you have aside and play your second best player. Like, you got to play him, man. Opposite side of Christian Pulisic, you got to play him. Period. So, they almost lost that game against Iran, but it felt good to win too, man, because we know that they should have been Wales. They should have been England in that second game, but you know, they're in. You have a great opportunity to beat the Netherlands and then to advance. Like, it's going to be a tough road. These are the best of the best now. You got the big boys coming. So, you got to prove yourselves, man. All these young guys, the U.S. is the youngest team in the World Cup. They're preparing themselves for the big one in 2026 here at home. Man, it's shaping up to be something special, man. Like, the talent pool for this country is getting so much better. Younger kids are playing soccer, which is a great thing. And, you know, we're getting different nationalities, you know, the Chileans, Argentinians, the Brazilians, the Dutch, you know, British people, I mean, Mexican Americans, you know, it's good, man. Like, this country needs it because we have the best athletes in the world, so. I appreciate you guys on behalf of the entire CK family. Thank you guys for all the love and support. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.